Some used Volkswagens run forever, and others can bankrupt you. The scary part? They look identical on the lot. So which VW engines last 150,000 miles, and which ones fail before 100,000? Which models became secret used car bargains, and which turned into financial disasters? Let's break down 4 Volkswagens worth buying and the ones you should avoid at all costs. Let's start with the 4 Volkswagens you should avoid. 4. The Volkswagen Tiguan, 2009 to 2017. Starting with the first-gen Tiguan. On paper, it looks like a sweet little compact crossover. In reality, it's basically the Volkswagen that keeps mechanics employed. If you've ever wondered what owning a wallet-draining experience feels like, this generation Tiguan will happily show you. The trouble starts with its reputation. Consumer Reports literally gave the 2016 and 2017 models a 1 out of 5 for reliability. That's the automotive equivalent of getting a "please don't come back" from your teacher. Owners complained about everything from weird engine squeaks to major electrical failures, and the older models from 2009 to 2011 had the worst luck of all. But here's the thing. You can inspect every panel, every feature, every service record on a first-gen Tiguan and still miss the one issue that destroys more of them than anything else. Know what it is? You see, the real nightmare with the first-gen Tiguan is its timing chain failures. They can let go around 90,000 miles, and when they do, the engine is basically done. Many owners faced $4,000 to $6,000 repair bills, even after partial VW coverage. Add fragile plastic intake manifolds, water pumps that fail repeatedly within 20,000 miles, overheating fuses that kill exterior lights, plus carbon buildup and electrical issues, and it's a VW best admired from afar, unless it has flawless service history. 3. The Volkswagen Passat, 2013. Moving on, the Passat as a whole is actually a solid sedan, except for the unlucky 2013 model year. It's like VW woke up that year and decided to challenge fate. If there was a part that could fail, it probably did. Most of the drama revolves around the engine and transmission, ignition coils, spark plugs, ignition wires, basically the whole system loved to fail, and not quietly. We're talking full-on engine misfires, rough running, and in some cases, complete engine failure. Imagine cruising at 25 miles per hour and suddenly your car starts acting like it's auditioning for a tractor roll. The real villain here, though, is the DSG mechatronic unit. If you know DSG gearboxes, you already know they're brilliant when they work and a nightmare when they don't. In the 2013 Passat, these mechatronic units failed a lot, especially on diesel models. When they go, the transmission becomes unusable, and replacing the module costs a small fortune. To make things worse, these failures often happened at surprisingly low mileage and without warning. So yeah, if you see a 2013 Passat for sale at a tempting price, just remember, it's cheap for a reason. Walk away and maybe jog. 2. The Volkswagen Routan, 2009 to 2014. Up next, we have the Volkswagen Routan. It's one of those cars where you can almost feel VW second-guessing themselves midway through the project. It's basically a Chrysler Town and Country dressed up with a VW badge, but without the features that actually made the Chrysler version popular. No stow-and-go seats, more plastic inside, and a drive that doesn't really feel Volkswagen at all. Most reviewers called it what it was: badge engineering with zero real Volkswagen flavor. The real headache with the Routan is reliability. These vans are infamous for transmission failures, sometimes before 100,000 miles, and a rebuild can easily cost thousands. The oil filter housing leaks constantly and usually needs replacement around every 50,000 miles. Then you've got fuel cap sensors triggering warning lights, cam and crank sensors failing for no reason, and alternators causing weird charging issues even when the van starts fine. Making matters worse, VW sold under 60,000 Routans, so resale values tanked and finding mechanics familiar with them is tough. Honestly, skip the Routan altogether. Toyota or Honda will save you the stress. 1. the Volkswagen Golf TDI diesel, 2010 to 2015. Finally, the 2010 to 2015 Golf TDI, one of those cars that's incredible on the road, great torque, great mileage, and that classic solid VW feel. But the reason enthusiasts hesitate today has nothing to do with how the car drives, and everything to do with the diesel emissions scandal. These models came with VW's infamous 2.0-liter diesel engine, programmed with defeat device software. Basically, the car behaved cleanly during lab tests and then spewed nitrogen oxides up to 40 times the legal limit on the road. Because of that, VW struggled for years to meet EPA requirements. The emission system the car used simply wasn't good enough, especially compared to SCR systems used by other brands. This led to recalls, updates, reduced performance in some cases, and long-term uncertainty around the cars. So what's hiding under the surface that even loyal TDI owners don't talk about? Well, on top of the regulatory mess, these TDs also have real-world issues. Cracked fuel filter valves, emissions component failures, and growing difficulty in selling them as emissions. Rules tighten. Somber diesel stations are fewer, buyers are more environmentally conscious, and the overall demand for diesel cars keeps shrinking. So after talking about all those Volkswagens you should avoid, let's shift gears and look at the ones you can buy with confidence. 4. The Volkswagen Beetle, 2015 to 2019. And honestly, there's no better place to start than with the modern Beetle, the final chapter of VW's iconic little bug. Between 2015 and 2019, Volkswagen had really perfected this model. RepairPal gives it a strong 4.0 out of 5 reliability rating, which puts it comfortably above most cars in its class. It rides on the solid PQ35 platform, meaning years of refinement, better build quality, and way fewer headaches compared to earlier versions. What owners love most is how long these Beetles last. With basic maintenance, 150,000 miles is normal, and many examples push well beyond that. This generation also got the more durable 1.8-liter turbo TSI engine, finally replacing the older 2.5-liter 5-cylinder that had its share of issues. Maintenance costs stay reasonable at about $612 a year, and major problems are pretty rare. Inside, everything feels simple and driver-friendly, classic VDW style, and fuel economy sits nicely between 25 to 33 miles per gallon. Just make sure recalls were completed and service records are clean. If all checks out, the Beetle is one of the safest used VW bets you can make. 3. The Volkswagen Jetta, 2012 to 2017. Now, if the Beetle is Volkswagen's personality car, the 6th gen Jetta is its dependable workhorse. And honestly, it's one of the best all-rounders VW has built in the last decade. From 2012 to 2017, VW ironed out many of the DSG problems that haunted earlier versions. And the result is a compact sedan that's genuinely reliable. RepairPal also scores it a 4.0 out of 5, putting it comfortably above the segment average. The 6th gen Jetta delivers more space, smoother handling, and safety tech that still feels modern today. What really makes it a smart buy is the low ownership cost, around $600 a year, noticeably below the US average. Breakdowns are uncommon, major issues are even rarer, and many owners easily pass 100,000 miles with nothing more than routine maintenance. The best years are 2011, 2017, and 2020. The 2012 to 2017 range is a solid value overall. Just confirm the timing chain has been serviced, the DSG shifts smoothly, and the electronics behave. A well-kept Jetta is practical, reliable, and genuinely enjoyable to drive. 2. The Volkswagen Golf, 2015 to 2021. If the Jetta is Volkswagen's sensible daily driver, then the 7th generation Golf is the fun, practical all-rounder that reminds you why people love German hatchbacks in the first place. Starting from 2015, VW really stepped up its game by introducing the more reliable 1.8-liter turbo TSI engine, the same one powering several VW models with great success. And honestly, this engine transformed the Golf. It delivers strong performance, great drivability, and still manages around 34 miles per gallon on the highway. The 2015 to 2021 Golf really shows how much VW learned from earlier generations. Even though older Golfs had mixed reliability, this one feels far more refined. Its compact size makes city driving and tight parking a breeze, yet the hatchback layout gives you plenty of room for groceries, gear, or weekend luggage. It's the kind of car that just blends perfectly into everyday life. But is there anything VW fans still keep an eye on, even with the good models? Well, there are a few things to watch for. Occasional DSG hiccups, timing chain issues if maintenance was ignored, and slightly higher oil consumption on some GTI models. Infotainment glitches happen too, but a well-maintained Golf? One of VW's best used buys. 1. The Volkswagen Passat, 2012 to 2021. Moving from the Golf's sporty practicality, let's talk about something bigger and more road trip friendly, the 7th generation Passat. When VW redesigned it for the North American market in 2012, they focused heavily on space, comfort, and ease of use. And honestly, it shows. This car has one of the roomiest back seats in its class, a huge trunk, and a driving feel that's calm, confident, and perfect for long-distance cruising. For anyone who wants a larger used sedan without paying a fortune, the Passat offers serious value. Models from 2015 onward tend to be the most reliable, with owners commonly praising their durability in the early years. RepairPal gives this generation a 3.5 out of 5 reliability rating, landing it solidly mid-pack, but still good enough for buyers who maintain their cars well. Fuel economy is respectable, the ride is smooth, and the overall cabin experience is far nicer than you'd expect for the price. That said, there are things to watch out for. Hybrid versions had software headaches, and diesel models come with emissions, system repairs you absolutely want to avoid. Across several model years, ABS module failures are fairly common and costly, and older Passats can develop oil leaks from worn gaskets. Electrical issues, faulty sensors, and random warning lights also pop up as these cars age. Which of these Volkswagens surprised you the most? Do you think VW's best days are behind them? Or are their modern cars still worth the gamble? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoy breakdowns like this, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.